Doing great, Bobby. Happy to be back.
All right, I'm just gonna tell these folks that they can be all set. No timer. No, we gotta be really at the edge of our seat again. For those that are wanting to know all of the action that went on so far, you can type an exclamation mark bracket and it'll get you in the know. But this is our upper bracket match, and this is a pretty high profile one. We got Jupiterclimb versus Miss Fantastic.
Kung Fu shoes right off the bat there. Wonderful to see anybody have to Kung Fu across the gap and garden on the seed.
Mm-hmm.
Fran with a traditional big head mode.
That's the Fran classic, right?
Yeah. Don't think I've ever seen a run without it, but I could be wrong. Oh, was that Valkyrie sword right away? And Valkyrie tiara?
Oh, feed duplicated knit. Give me 1 second. Oh, I see it now.
Oh no, okay. Tiara and dress. Okay, so we're sort of on luck. I'm wondering if we're see some extra farms, maybe from Fran that she would normally do. Flamethrowers are purple. Ooh.
Is it 5? Yeah, it's 5. All right, there we go.
Jupiter checking a blue chest on the boat.
Yo, we got Zangetto in the galleon. That's always a boon for something big.
Yep. If Flamethrower was the purple, that could come into play later. It depends on if we get infinite mana or not with our glasses. We'll see if we find that. Very cool. Another luck boost. There's a lot of luck right now. Double Valkyrie and Fairy Scarf is 30? Something like that. It's a lot of luck. Luck stat actually works in this game, unlike a lot of other Castlevania type games. Well, it sort of works.
But the luck boost that we've been seeing in like the lower bracket, like we've been getting drops left and right. A lot of doubling up on shards. Like this might be a boon for something really big like that.
Yeah, I always put it on whenever I find it. One of the key things that a lot of new players do, especially when they start, is they forget to put that stuff on when they get to a shard farming location, and then maybe take it off depending on if you have better accessories.
Sure.
Yeah, like a movement belt. I still forget myself all the time to take it on and off. But with the tiara and the dress, those are high defense items as well, so you won't be seeing those come off.
Here we go, going up to Vepar. Jupiterclimb is the first to reach Vepar, doing a lot of spell slinging and attack backdash, canceling. It's like the hallmark of a GBA handheld Vania player, speedrunner type, veteran even. We're gonna be seeing mostly a bit of the same thing on Fran's side, not really throwing in those fireballs, but being a lot of concise with it, because you know, things can still hurt, especially when you're level 1.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's weird with the MP here. You can always refill, but you know, it's an extra room you want to go into at the shop. A lot of people don't want to do that, so Fran may be saving that, hoping for a better purple.
Selling the. All right, we're gonna be selling all of our wood. Again, gold is such a great resource, an important resource, especially for some of the seeds, some of the supermarket sweep shops that are kind of dry with the healing resources. Like, look, oh my lord, we're not gonna be coming into potions as much. The EX potion is 10k, and that's a pretty penny. So hopefully we can come in on a little bit more stable healing, or these two competitors will write it out with a build that they crafted on their own.
Yeah, we've got some good weapons for craft. We have Plunderer's Ring,
absolutely.
Yeah, 5 luck and has more item drops. And then we also had double Curse Ring available for purchases. Let's see if Jupiter remembers to grab those. I think he grabbed 2, but put them on. It tanks your luck stat, so you have to remember to take those off before you start farming for shards, and then put them back on for bosses.
Yeah.
Going with a dagger as well. Interesting. But Valkyrie Sword was a craftable for bronze, I believe. And they did have bronze from Johannes generously giving out the crafting materials in the key item spot there.
Yeah, the cool thing about the randomizer is that it opens you up to, especially when you're in like the main hub, to a lot of these items that you can just come upon. You can craft, or you can mine, or sorry, you can sell and buy and all all that stuff with the bartering. And you might not be 100% like rich. You might not be able to clear out the entire shop at first, but it gives you a little bit of an idea of what to build for or build towards if you don't come upon anything more powerful in the castle.
Yeah, good shop can definitely make you run a ton easier, or good shards as well. Fran picked up Vashia there as a red. That's going to come into play if we get invert and infinite mana for sure. Might even sort our combat out completely, depending on how stingy the purples are as we go through the castle here. Wonder if she's going to pick up stats. I don't think so. Okay, yeah, she just passes up those stats. Takes a little longer. You raise the bridge, jump up top.
Yeah.
There's plenty of stat pickups, but when your resources are thin, sometimes you need that extra MP and HP.
Yeah, we've seen it happen here, and especially like in the early game where people kind of like struggle with the farming methods, especially when you go up in the garden, because like it's really nice when you try to spell sling, but when the spell that you have equipped is like really oh, that's dimension shift right there. This has become a zip seed, baby. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Go mode already.
But anyways, like especially like in the early farming, like if the NP is too great, you're going to be coming up on a pretty stagnated farm. So you got to be really careful about that.
Yeah, 100%. And there's also a waystone in that chest there as well. There weren't any in the shop, which is why you saw both runners grab the teleporter early. So with only one in tow, where are we going to use it? I'm assuming probably from Jeeble. That's where it'll be saved for. So they don't have to pick up that teleporter. But again, depending on how purples go, you might want to actually... Oh, here we go. Nice route variation. With Dimension Shift, you can just jump up here. Oh, and there's the Valkyrie sword.
Yeah, coming upon a Valkyrie sword, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can either eye it in the shop, or you can just pick it up, like randomly. Yeah, you have absolutely no idea.
I mean, luck and skill are basically the same thing in this game, and Jupiter just knew that he was going to find it in a chest, so why bother crafting it?
But yeah, with Dimension Shift, you gain access to a little bit of vertical movement. Now, it does take a little bit of MP in the early stages, but once you start, chaining those Dimension Shifts out of their recovery, like it's a pretty smooth climb on up.
Yeah, and it can get you through some other things, like it can get you past the Iron Maidens that you normally would need craft work for, so there are some more options routing-wise with it as well.
And as Fran is unfortunately looping on a farm, Zangetsu gets poisoned and chopped down. Death by 1,000 cuts. Excellent job.
Double medal. I wonder if Jupe's gonna go for all the medals. Got the medal on the boat. Got the medal on Zangetsu.
There goes the Dimension Shift for Fran.
Yeah, that's good. So she is now working with the full amount of knowledge, and it's all going to come down to who has the better resources on how to defeat the end boss, and then going there at the right time once those resources are gathered.
Yeah. Yeah, we've actually seen a little bit in the lower matches where a match was absolutely thrown because someone was death looping to Dominique a little bit too often, giving someone else in the losers bracket match all the time in the world to catch up. And boy, did they.
Yeah, I think it's happened more than once, and that's one of the very important calculuses you have to do in this game. Knowing your ability, and then also knowing what you need to defeat Dominique and Bale, and then making sure that before you go there, at least fully go there, fully commit, that you have all those things that you need. Because, yeah, wasting time death looping, that's just going to give your opponent the chance to catch up.
Yeah.
Interesting that Jupiter went and checked the safety there. I think he's probably one of the more confident people with just high jump. Also knowing that he doesn't need to go to Volcano more for purple, so he doesn't need invert necessarily. But High jump's the one thing that against Bale, if you have it, you're not as scared of cat luck or some of the other things, the bad platforms.
Yeah, it functions similarly to the one of the relics that you find in Castlevania Circle of the Moon, where there's barely any recovery to spamming that high jump, and with it being like getting an infinite amount of height that way, like that kind of trivializes some of the bosses, actually most of the bosses in this game.
Yeah, I thought he might have been checking Ordog there or something, but you could just go this way and get Ordog here. So I'm not really sure what he... oh, it might be the Vashia infinite damage if you find glasses. Maybe that's why he's looking for invert. I pointed that out earlier, and then I forgot I pointed it out.
Yeah.
That would solve damage, actually. Invert plus GG right now with what each runner has, they would need nothing else. They could just, proceed. Okay, like the top route. Opening up that gap, coming down. Not sure. Hasn't Jupiter been talking about leaving Craftwork if you don't actually need vanilla Craftwork?
Oh no, man! It's a zip seed. If you get that blue, if you get that nice,
Oh, he's just farming gargoyle. Okay.
Still though, like I mean, yeah, that's a farm right there. But you get that speedometer, you can even get the stand still. Like there's a handful of good blues that'll just like kind of make you
Beast
stride
Guardian?
in that victory lap. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
The
Beast Guardian can do some cool things. But I will say this is the match where if you are going to go against all of your normal habitual stuff, Fran is the opponent to do it against, because you have no idea what Fran's going to do. She will just audible. She plays the person like it's poker, and it pays off more often than not.
This gargoyle farm looking a little bit beastly. Bit of a rocky start to this farm of the gargoyle. And I'll stop with the puns once he starts dropping the shards. There we go.
There it is.
Aqua stream, okay.
Yeah, now it can be a money farm. If Jupiter just farms enough money to have enough mana potions, he's probably pretty confident in being able to beat the game here. Still has plenty of time to pick up more mana MP ups as well. He's got to go beat G-Bull. Yeah, okay, he did skip Craftwork, so that makes sense. Not taking the 1 in 9 gamble that it's Accelerator. And Bromide is up at the top of...
We're getting pickups by both players. Again, Fran picking up the Reflector Ray just recently. Man, making me do some work here.
Yeah, probably won't factor in too much, but it does get you some G-Bull's glasses checks that you wouldn't have without it. The thing is, will we even go anywhere near those checks? I'm not sure in this particular scenario. Okay, Kitsune Mask. Strike one for G-Bulls. I wonder how many checks Jupiter will do. I mean, his combat is quite good, so he might be more confident in taking on Dom without a Dark Damage Shard or infinite mana. But with Flamethrower, infinite mana means stun locks as well, so definitely don't even really need a Dark Damage Shard per se if you can find the glasses.
Over the Curse Rings and the Aqua Stream.
Ooh, Words of Wisdom for Fran Gold. That's probably the best gold in the game, or yellow, whatever you want to call it. That occasionally makes stuff cost 0 MP, I believe.
Okay.
That's a huge advantage, as long as glasses don't show up.
Jupiter getting nicked by the Tepsorenda, and oh, did he get caught by the command grab? No, he did not.
No, okay.
I was like freeze frame right there.
He had enough health to survive, though. I mean,
oh, yeah, for sure.
I think, yeah.
It's just really, really funny when someone gets hit with a command grab.
Yeah, and it does waste a lot of time. Okay, gonna check up here as well. What's he looking for?
A sword called Graham, obviously.
Yeah, that's gonna help some horizontal movement again if they can find some glasses. Doesn't need the teleporter to come back for 8-bit, so he's just going to proceed to the library, probably pick up his damage books, and then go for it. That's what I'm guessing here.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, this is a good quick way into the library, too. And, and sure, if you want to tango with the Abyssal Dragon, we could probably give you know, a shard up. But this is a tough one to get the drop on the first try, the only try.
Yeah, I think he'll blow all his MP here to make sure the fight goes as fast as possible, and then the question is he going to go out of his way a couple of rooms to check the accessory that's on the way down to COD?
Smack!
Ooh. Yeah, they're hard to melee.
Pricklet.
Very hard to melee the dragon. High jump's going to make dodging that pretty easy. Yeah, Aqua Stream doing work. Super Soaker strats.
Absolutely.
You're gonna see a lot of those. Even though the matches we haven't
Aqua
made.
Stream and Standstill, name a better duo. You know, like the tried and true.
Yeah, it absolutely instantly invalidates Bale, and it's not bad on Dom. She's immune to Standstill, but Aqua Stream still has a good range, and yeah, you can crouch cancel it and get more damage. Okay, this could be the accessory check here. Nope.
Fran getting beat up here a little bit, but manages to deplete G-Bull's HP just enough for the moon to show.
Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and do the accessory check. Oh, another Plunder's Ring. I mean,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you accidentally kill something and get Faltaib on the way. You know, it's possible.
I mean, have we not seen a seed where we've had like 2 Plunderers rings like in view, in vision?
Or yeah, or gamblers, any combination. Oh, Jupiter's gonna farm Mirage here. Not satisfied with Aqua Stream or Flamethrower, I guess.
Just wants more power. See, tapping into that Sith side.
I mean, he could pretty safely do this with it being a zip seed. He doesn't have to worry about any like big brain, galaxy brain Fran plays. So
He's probably leveraging his execution being slightly better to, you know, say, yeah, I probably have an extra minute where I can kill this guy. This is a really fast farm. Yeah, he even probably had a couple like numbers in his mind. He likes to set them out, you know, like a 5 or a 10. Let me kill this 5 or 10 times. If I get it, great. If I don't, I'm just gonna move on. Yeah, calculated gamble. Fran gonna go to the den. Definitely opening it.
Ooh, yeah, the way
I
it
mean,
is open.
There's a check for Jeebel's glasses to the right here. If that's it, it's probably over.
Into the den she goes. And
I love this play.
Oh,
This play is
if this
great.
pays off, that's sick. But I still worry about the glacial tomb. What do we get here?
Yeah,
we
there's
get
a
double
lot
jump.
of damage. A lot of damage. Double jump's gonna give a better horizontal movement to Jupiter, since you can actually just, yeah, as you can see there, you can cancel right away, get your dive kick, and then you can slide out of it to make sure that you cancel that landing animation. If done well, it's some of the fastest movement in the game.
All right, so no glasses there, just a critical ring rather.
Yep.
And so
Not a
where
bad
I
look, though.
fear,
Getting down to the teleporter and then coming out is not too bad. I actually like this. It's probably the only hedge Fran could have made to like just win outright immediately.
yeah. She's still going, huffing it, holding forward, whereas Jupiter gets to harness the speed of Super Saiyan 2.
Yeah, and this might be enough for Jupiter. I mean, he's got good stats because he's got the double curse strings.
Yep.
You know, he can always teleport back, buy some MP,
Yep.
blow his MP on Dom, or, you know, save his MP for Bale, depending on what he's more comfortable with. You know, Valkyrie Sword double curse string, he's going to get some good melee in as long as he doesn't die. Dom shouldn't be a big issue. He's also going to make the check to the right. I like that.
Yeah,
You
why
think your
not?
opponent's going to do it, you should do it too, just to make sure that, you know, you're not like completely giving them the advantage with the glasses if the glasses are there. And he's going to save some time doing it as well with the double jump movement.
And look at this. This is Marvel versus Capcom movement. This is the tri jump. I know you know fighting games. Back me up here.
I'm not a tri-jump guy anymore, but when I first started, it was all about Magneto, baby.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got
yeah.
the Magneto tri-jumps. Like, oh, this is the clickbait title of the year. Is
Yeah.
Miriam the new Magneto?
Well, some of the weapons that she gets and the beams that she gets do kind of remind me of Magneto stuff. Void Ray, you know, every now and again. Looks like gravity beams. All right.
But look at this, like Fran is steadily making that way, picking up some HP along the way, like, and they're about to get caught up, but this could be a little bit closer than anticipated. We'll see.
Yeah, the high jump plus dimension shift makes this way safer than it normally is. As you can see, it's a little slower, but Fran taking basically no damage here, going through. Dimension shift nicely will get you through a lot of these enemies. If they ever get close, just shift away or shift through them.
Yeah, this is good, and careful routing from both of them. Like, look at that. The reactions from Fran to dodge the large hitboxes of the enlarged enemies. Like, that is incredible. And that's why she's made it this far in the bracket.
Yeah, it definitely takes some getting used to, but if you know the way they move as well, you can read that. Signs of a veteran and experienced player.
Well, here we go. The obstacle course, the glacial tomb.
Yeah, don't get axed, and you usually are good here. 300 health is pretty good. Yeah. The elementals only do like somewhere between 60 to 80 to you. Those are probably the most problematic, but they are sort of easy to dodge if you know exactly what they're going to do. And Fran knows. You could slide under that one there. This one here, you just bait by waiting a second. Yeah, perfect. Oh, and there's the glasses.
Oh my lord, this has just become a close race. We just need to get to those final throws. Wait.
Fran gonna go back for healing.
One is deciding to go back to the hub for one final supermarket sweep, and the other? Are we going right to her? Into her ever-loving arms. Dominique awaits us.
Yeah, I think Jupiter's going to go for it here, especially with the double jump, the extra movement to make sure that even if he gets cat RNG, that he doesn't have to waste time just hovering at the top of the screen.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's... Fran's probably feeling relieved right now, but that's probably... she probably still needs Jupiter to take some kind of death here after deciding to go back and shop.
Well, let's see how the phase 1 turns out for Jupiterclimb as he makes one more Saltier. I mean, he did also pick up the Jebel glasses, where it's getting her all mudded up real quick. Just so we can wash her.
Aqua Stream instead of Flamethrower. This is interesting because Flamethrower is going to stun, and it's more damage. Maybe just not used to having that option.
Maybe good dodges at the very least.
The thing is if you have great movement and good anticipation, you know how to read what Dom's going to do. As long as you have damage, you're going to get her.
Yeah.
Oop. Okay. Yeah, with high jump, you don't even have to switch to dimension shift there. You can just jump into a corner.
Yeah, high jump incredibly is useful for this fight.
Yeah, we've
there we go. There goes the flamethrower.
Yep. We've seen a lot of people switch to dimension shift past the beam in the tournament, but we've also seen a lot of people get hit by it too. So.
That's 147 damage, brother.
Bionic arm.
You don't have much healing, but I think like with I don't know, with as easy as a phase 2 as Bale's become, especially this late in the tournament bracket, this is we might chalk this one up for Jupiterclimb for game 1.
Yeah, without glasses, there could have been a like cat and a demon and a cat sort of RNG shenanigan thing that could have happened here. But with glasses, I don't think it's going to matter too much. Fran's going to flamethrower right from the start though, so she's going to have a faster Dom.
Pretty marginally. I don't like. Somehow I don't think she's up in like the levels. I think Jupiter's flamethrower was doing a lot more than Fran's, but
Did Fram grab double curse ring? That could be the
That I also don't think. Yeah.
Let's see here.
Whoa, Jupiter taking some heavy hits here. That was his last of his Freud foods, but this might be over with. And it is.
Nice. Congratulations, Jupiter, for game 1. Get your GGs in there. But I mean, that was still really close for what we had.
No, absolutely. No, like that. Like if it wasn't for that one big decision, and we want games to come down to one big decision, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like that. You know, like that was the pivotal one. Like even at the 20-minute mark, we were still neck and neck.
Yeah, and Jupiter could have 100% been punished for going to library there. I mean, if glasses were in that check on the right, or Fran just fully committed to going, like a little bit faster through there, and then not going back to the shop, she could have easily won the race.
But that is just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, y'all. Again, like this ritual, I mean, this specific game's randomizer, even if you chalk it up to same type, is very punishing when doing it as a race, especially when you've been racing with the community and you kind of know, the sort of routes or divergences or, split-second decisions that each individual unique person might make. It's crazy, and that's why it's come down to this.
Yeah, the skill gap kind of makes Zip Seeds a little bit less interesting, but if we get something that requires complex routing, watch out. Fran is one of the best at that, if not the best. So maybe Caverns or OSL will provide the next one. We'll have to just wait a few minutes and check it out.
Yeah, let's have Fran finish this on out. She's got some healing. Like this is still a really nice randomizer time, all things considered. Whether it's a race, whether like this is still really, really good. You all know, like, Fran has definitely dug into this game a lot more than most.
Yeah, any sub 30 is impressive, even if you get all the resources early. You still have to be able to execute at the end here.
And there we go. There we have it. Get those rounds of applause out. Really stellar finishes from both players, and I cannot wait to see what next seed has for us in this the second of 2 games coming on up. Tony, how excited are you? Like, how do you think the next seed is gonna be?
I mean, I'm hype. I'm hoping for something long and complicated. This is the matchup I've been waiting for the whole tournament. This is the bona fide, like, route genius encyclopedia of the game versus, like, the execution, one of the execution monsters. So I love the styles clash. I can't wait for this next game. It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, then we'll be coming back at y'all in about 5 minutes. We'll let some mats play. You go to the bathroom and go get some popcorn. This is going to be a long seed. You're going to be here for the long haul. This is a Bloodstained Ritual Tonight Tournament Randomizer Tournament. Bracket Tournament. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Bloodstained Ritual Tonight Tournament for 2023. I got Tony by the side casting the co-coms with me, and it has been quite the extravagant seed so far.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a little bit longer one. We can kind of see the contrast between the way that these two players play. But anytime you walk up to the Ritual Casino, you pull the lever. There, you never know what you're gonna get. Mm-hmm. There is no logic.
Ooh. All right, so this is the match that you want to keep your eyes peeled for. Now, both of these competitors are incredibly skilled with their expertise of the game and also execution. Tony, what are we going to be seeing from Fran? I've been seeing a lot of talk with her play being so chaotic. What does that mean for the Fran play style?
Basically what it means is whatever you think your opponent's not going to do, you do that instead, and that gives you your best chance to win. If you're going to 2 different areas of the castle, especially with, like, no movement items and no movement shards, the time difference you're going to be able to give yourself by going somewhere completely different than your opponent and finding what's needed is just often insurmountable. So what often happens is people will just follow a traditional route. They'll say, oh, hey, look, I have craft work and Aegis plate or whatever.
Yep.
But I'm not going to go to OSL. But Fran's going to go there. And she's going to find Dimension Shift or Zangetsuto and then beat you. So hopefully she gets the opportunity to do that in this seed. Okay, I just want to pause on the red there. But yeah, like, oh no,
Would
okay.
you look at that? We got one of two pieces there. I like it. I like it. And it's not Zangetsu. That's why I like it. Like, we're going to be seeing a lot more movement, movement and route divergences than we are just beating enemies fast.
Yeah, and there's an accessory check coming up here that you can get to with Dimension Shift. So if that's glasses, then it's all about finding Zangetsuto. And if that does happen to be an OSL, we could still have a pretty long seed in our hands.
Ooh. Look at the skips these folks are doing as well. Like this is for, well, I mean, this is for not getting locked into the lower bracket. That's what it's for.
Yeah, staying in winners on the line here. What's our accessory going to be? Oh, the game is going to glitch if somebody puts this on. neither person putting it on, but I have faith that one of them will put it on, when they get the chance to venue.
And continual shout outs to Ruby, Sapphire, and an Emerald. Best generation. Don't at me. And we're seeing some really consistent backdash canceling from both of these competitors. Like, again, Jupiter is very seasoned with the whole, being a speedrunner thing. But when you're playing randomizers pretty much daily, vetting seeds for the community and all that, like Fran has been doing, like, you start to get pretty quick, pretty consistent yourself.
Yeah, her backdashing is actually, I think, improved quite a bit from at least when I first started watching her play. So, practice makes perfect. It's people say it all the time because it's true.
We're gonna be seeing two different strategies. We got a twirly stick from Fran. I know what sword that is, but again, Jupiter opted for the thigh Honda, little two-handed over the shoulder versus Nightmare. Ass sword.
Yeah, it's too bad you couldn't get two Heaven Swords in this game too.
Yeah, we needed.
You can get that double hit
hand.
though. Yeah, as you can see, Fran getting some of those double hits on the head there, the sword going out and hitting twice. It's hard to set up because it just travels in such a normal horizontal line there, but great swords, a little unwieldy. If you're not great at backdash canceling out of the swing, they can get you hit a lot.
Let's see what's up with the supermarket sweep. We're selling that. We're selling like pretty much half of the things that we got going on. Again, just kind of like last seed provided, with pretty much no healing. There's some healing here, but
glasses?
Gauge glasses. That's gauge glasses.
Okay. Curse rings again. All right. The wrong GG in the shop.
So, what'll it be?
We got Celeste key on there. Johannes.
Flame ring.
I guess it's like socks for Christmas, right?
Yeah, stockings. Do we not have Waystones in the shop again?
No.
Wow. 2 seeds in a row. Interesting.
Get nicked by that bat. The growing pains of learning how to control yourself in this game.
Bat wings for luck. Yeah, Fran's giving us a little bit more of a look at the shop here. Ooh, they have an aquatic blood. That'll upgrade Aqua Stream if they find that again. Didn't see much else of note besides the curse rings, however.
Alright, we're right back to that castle. Go ahead.
This is where the flying sword gets a little weird, because it's going to take 2 or 3 hits to kill everything. And the main advantage of it is that you can throw it out and keep moving, but you really don't do that in this opening section. So, yeah, Fran's going to switch here.
She is opted for the rebuke, yeah.
Yep.
Summon chair.
Flying sword always seems like a good idea until you see how much damage it deals, and then you go,
But it hits multiplicatively. It's like, yeah, for like 8.
Ooh.
Zion.
So the sniper shard's out, and this is going to give Fran some probably opportunity to catch up here because she's just going to be tapping everything down. Whereas Jupe will farm this, but might not farm until the next couple rooms here. And who knows? If he has to kill 20 or 30 of these to get it. My record's 65 for purple drop. Hopefully nobody gets hit with that in this race, but we've seen it happen in this tournament already.
First try drop, lethargy, and a waystone. That's the important part.
Yeah, because now Jupiter can strategically decide where to use that and go, okay, where's my best opportunity to use this? Do I need to do the shop again?
Look at the quick work of this Bone Morte. Now we just need that shard to drop, and that's given. I gotta shut up commentator's curse right there. Also getting the Tesra Zion.
Yeah, optimal movement there, the double backdash into the slide, that minimum animation into the transition so you can immediately backdash again also turns you around so you don't have to turn back around and backdash back through.
Yep. Just
all around solid. Ooh, Valkyrie Sword again. Never punished.
Yeah, DS and upward, really great. Really good divergence, and also the equipment just is incredibly powerful for where we're at in the game right now. Again, 7 minutes into this randomizer seed, and the farms just become a lot easier for Jupiterclimb.
Yeah. With the Valkyrie sword, you get the sword swing, which is probably one of the best sword and clubs. You know, the standard traditional swing. It's quick. It's cancelable, of course, like most swings are, but it's just consistent, and it's the best weapon you're going to find in a chest. Everything else that's better, you're going to have to find in the shop and craft it or buy it. Also has poison as well, so...
Yeah, again, always good to have poison as a secondary to, slowly dispose of these humanoid bosses.
Yeah, Valkyrie Sword also has that interesting range attack you can do with the quarter circle forward there for double damage. Often comes out by accident, though. Because it does put you into this longer animation that you can't cancel out of until it's finished. You're wondering what that was in the Jupiter fight there? People haven't seen that before. Yeah, interesting with car nuts, you can actually, it's one of the great swords, you can hold the swing. It doesn't come up often, but it's relevant sometimes. There's, I think, 3 of them. I think.
Mm-hmm. Let's see, really good backdashing up these slopes. Gets the high jump again. That'll really help with vertical movement. Never needing to rely on NP again to achieve great heights.
Yeah, gonna grab the invert check here. Again, this is one of those seeds where you already have shift, so I'm not sure 100% what you would need invert for. Maybe just cat safety for bail.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Fran diverting here. This is really interesting. She's going to go to TTD, it looks like. Or maybe even... Well, the caverns are open in theory with dimension shift. You can go down and across this way.
Oh, that's...
There's extra accessory checks. It's an interesting way. You get Decabria on the way, which is another purple. It could be like Void Ray or Valtib or something. But yeah, you can also farm Ordog here and a little bit faster of a spot, especially with Tis Rosian. That's going to let you jump up from the well and snipe it immediately. There's this extra accessory check up here too that you can get with Dimension Shift and without normally you need invert. Just a crit ring again. Okay, Tower though I don't mind this because there's the Waystone for Fran as well.
That's great.
So she has 2 now, I think. Jupiter's not going to do this. You know for a fact that Jupiter is going to leave this to last. Velic takes forever. It's an auto scroller. You can also do Fran's. Okay, I do the Fran Marquis farm Lily for the blue as well all the time. She's going to skip it for this one. But yeah, you're also going to get to some interesting purples that Jupiter's not going to probably see. Solano,
you know, he's probably not going to farm Shield Outsider. Maybe you get lucky, you get like a dark damage drop there. Ooh, Diablo Cap though. That's good for Jupiter.
It's gonna be
Oh, he
great
has
when
to
we
find-
get to that spell slinging part of the seed.
Yep. Yeah, highest int cap in the game. Definitely going to switch to that once he finds a good purple. And for
The
those
item
of you who
called
may not be
clam. I'm sorry, like it's like the sword called Graham, but it's a clam.
yeah,
Go ahead.
the dimension shift unfortunately does not work in any of these 3D rooms. So if you're new to the randomizer, just checking this out for the first time, that's why you don't see Fran just zipping up with dimension shift here.
Right.
Probably would make the game explode. Ooh, Aqua Stream again.
Stream. Hello, is this
the same seed?
Hell no. Like
Well, I wonder if Jupiter's going to even bother to upgrade it, because I'm sure he probably also has the aquatic. Well, and I saw an aquatic blood on Fran's shop. Maybe he doesn't have it. But even one upgrade with items, or you know, like one extra stack for the damage, depending on what the shard is and what it gets from the upgrade, it can be hugely useful. I think with Aqua Stream, the range goes up.
Just taking that one shot at the Laraji. Fran with a
Yeah, no
third
reason not to.
waystone.
Yep, gonna have to check every key item here, because you know, you could have to go to the train for something like. No, well, no, wait. This is the confusing bit now.
Sure.
Dimension Shift gets us through the in OSL, but it doesn't get us through without taking a ton of damage without Aegis Plate.
And I think I think a lot of these randomizer players are like well past the point of needing Aegis Plate if they want to go into OSL.
Yeah, it depends on how their money looks, because if they can just buy a bunch of extra potions and then get through it that way, then they'll be fine. But you do take quite a bit of damage, even backdashing through those two spiky rooms. Oh, there's Zangetsu. So, Dream is dead.
Attic. Attic,
It's
you have
always in the
provided
attic.
again.
Yeah, and double curse ring, theoretically with Aqua Stream should be able to do Dom. But yeah, again, the money situation, and Jupiter hasn't been a library yet, so it doesn't have damage books like he did last time.
The shop, when it comes to healing wise, is way more generous than last seed's was. So I think one solid return, one solid waystone back, just reload back up, and this seed could very well be done with soon.
Yeah, it's almost like they're taking each other's path from the previous seed as well. I think that it's just flip-flopped a little bit. Ooh, nice waystone use here to get the shop in now. From Fran, I like that. Oh, not gonna shop? Oh, maybe gonna go get the food from Dulla?
Well, let's see. Topping up on MP restoration for sure. Like, this is incredibly early into seed still.
Okay, this quest farm way faster with Tis, but I'm wondering why Fran's going for this now. But it could be to open up this food recipe that's also a lockdown
I
quest.
see on the right side, yes.
Yeah. Gotta love to see with 6 voice changers. 1 from the chest and or from the wall, and 5 from the quest. Okay, yeah, money's gonna be the issue here. Rice is for sale. Just need a highlight, or I didn't see what the food recipe was from the quest reward. Looks like we're not gonna go for that now. Am I gonna do double teleport here to get an extra book? Looks like no.
Let's see, with the Zangetsu in tow for Jupiterclimb. It looks like we're making that beeline.
Yeah, Fran's more sticking to a normal route here. Basically, you know, just gonna kill Andy, get the white shard, and then from there probably go to Hall. I thought she was gonna go for Velik, but you know, that wouldn't have paid off, so. Yeah, I think Jupe's pretty set here. Aqua Stream's good enough, and then he can use a lot of melee damage, again, with double Curse Ring and Valkyrie Sword. That might be all that's in the cards for this one. He may go right here again. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, absolutely. I also do want to see what Andre holds on Fran's side. Ooh, the invert.
Invert. Okay, that's sort of an out. If Cat RNG haunts Jupiter's nightmares, there is a world in which Fran could catch up and then use that to not die to it, but that's still pretty like a one percenter at this point.
Still got the high jump.
Although glasses could be right here. Glasses could be here underneath OD. That would change some things. Nope.
It hurts to watch, honestly. Like,
yeah, you know, it doesn't matter how well you play. Sometimes if you make the wrong decision and go to the wrong location first, that can just be it. You know, the variance in these seeds is huge. You could get 2 zip seeds like we've gotten, or you could get 2 seeds that take an hour and a half. It's all up to the RNG gods.
as we're just gonna hold right all the way across this broken bridge. And we are going to skirt around these enemies because, I mean, they still hurt for a bit. They still hurt for a bit.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage. I mean, a lot of times when you come into this area, or, you know, even some of the other areas of the castle, without the levels that you normally would have through a casual playthrough, things hurt really hard, even with the best armor. Stats are important, so definitely need to be careful. Make sure you have enough healing before you go into the den to make sure you can survive till you get to the teleporter and go back to the shop. Or, you know, unless you have some kind of infinite rice ball type situation. Ooh, nice tech there. I haven't seen that much, teleporting through that set of stairs.
Oh yeah, like dimension shift. You
this one
very
we're
rarely do you have
to
to worry about platforming with dimension shift. I mean, like it even invalidates an entire boss. Like, yeah, like if you ever like encountered that on your first casual playthrough, and it's like, huh, this would probably be like way easier to go through if I had dimension shift. Well, I mean, like this is why.
Yeah, and Fran, unfortunately, gonna farm some purples here, looking for maybe some better damage, and not realizing that the sword is where it normally always is, in the attic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's the plate, too. Yeah, you know, Jupiter maybe doesn't go this route this early without both of those curse rings. It's just unlucky, really, for Fran's style of play that, you know, we got double zip. But she's not going to be out of this tournament. You know, there's still a loser's bracket to go through, and, you know, as we've said before, anybody can beat anybody. You know, we've had the world record holder lose a game in this tournament, so it can happen.
These seeds are wild. Like as contained as same type shuffle seeds are, like it's still like in a race setting incredibly volatile.
Yeah, and it's how do you handle it? How do you deal with it? You know, that's what the real test is. And you know, Fran's one of the best at you know, deciding where to go in the right order, and just feeling about what her opponent's going to do and then adjusting to that. So I like this play. I mean, here's the thing, right? If Zangetsuto isn't in the attic, you know, Fran's winning this probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Like it would have been like if it were at Valak, like we would be seeing a game 3.
Yeah, or even if it's an OSL, because she's got the Aegis plate, she can go directly to OSL after this, not take any damage on the way there.
Yeah.
Just go straight through. Don't need to make a shop trip. Don't need to think about it. Clearly, you're not supposed to have invert for this boss, which is why the screen's a little bit weird here. You can only see at the top.
I feel like this is always a Fran gimmick that we see in a match.
I used to do this as well when I first started, because, you know, I was terrible at combat. I'm still not good.
Sure.
But, you know, if you have a shard and you have, you know, like the mana to support it, or the situation to support it, inverting basically just takes away any kind of chance of even taking damage on that boss. Like, I don't even think you can get hit by the swipes or the fire when you're standing on the ceiling. Okay, Jupe gonna get to phase 2 pretty quick here. 50 damage a swing, that's a lot. Especially against Dom, who's resistant to a lot of damage. Have to make sure not to get Rose Scarf, Bionic Elbowed, or attack Infinite with the Ghosts. Poison's gonna make it a lot easier. It's an extra 50 damage every few seconds. Okay, here's where you're gonna see the dimension shift. You can actually dimension shift past that beam on the opposite side, but he had already jumped over, so only had a dimension shift once into the corner. Ooh. Is this a full hedge from Fran? Is she going to go down to caverns here? With invert, you can swim.
We are going to be seeing the nickel and dime out of this Dominique. Like, it is still quite like the poison is ticking down even more. Oh no, here we go. Valkyrie's sword doing the thing. Gonna play a little bit more of a reactive. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, getting to phase 2 is pretty quick and easy, but then Dom gets all of her extra attacks, and then, you know, oh, it's going to be OSL. Oh, yeah, that's right. You can just dimension shift through the floors. Not sure why I thought you had to, but spikes can do a lot of damage. Only really a problem if you go there right away. Once you get a few health max ups, it's not as big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, if Zangetsuto would have been anywhere else but there, Fran might be winning this race. I love the routing. Should be pretty elementary for Jupiter here. Just gonna have to wait a little longer with Landlord coming up first. But with Tis, he can keep damaging it from afar. Yeah, 60 damage a swing's pretty good. And I'm sure he'll switch to Aqua Stream here once it stops. Yeah, we had Dimension Shift on the first purple, and we had Zangetsuto in the attic, where it always is, just above Jeeble.
It's like, we may not have like the Jeeble glasses, but I'm gonna have all this blue Kool-Aid. Ow, that's still a lot of damage though.
Is it blue or is it grape? It looks like grape to me. I want grape. Now I want some. Blue lemonade Kool-Aid's pretty good too, though. Not getting hit by the Tis Wraith's pretty important here. Ooh, almost took that one for no reason. If you're having trouble with that, their audio cues are pretty good. They'll often plant one off screen on you and or behind one of the heads. And then all of a sudden you'll get laser beamed out of nowhere. Like that one right there. Should be dead here. It's got enough ethers. Yep, there it is. GG to Jupiter, he will be moving on to winner's bracket. Fran's gonna see the finish now. Not sure if she's gonna finish this one up.
I don't know, like without the actual like knowing of where Zangetsuto is, like it's still a high stretch.
Yeah, I mean, when she saw that GG, she probably figured, okay, it was in attic, because that's the one place she really hadn't gone to that is fast.
It is all over, but not for both of these competitors, just for the match for today. Again, usually for a tournament stream, we will have 1 to 2 or rather games 1 and 2 streamed. If there is a third game, then that would be reserved for a later broadcast. Not necessarily the case for this one, however. That was still incredibly played by both competitors. I want to see again the bracket of this. This is probably like the quickest like broadcast, the quickest like match that we've had. The double zip vetted by 2 different people, so like you can't really make this up. Like you 100% can't.
Yeah,
Jupiterclimb's gonna be. Go ahead.
I was just to say, sometimes you roll 2 seeds and they are very, very similar. Just that's the way it goes in this game.
Jeez Louise. Jupiterclimb will be moving on to face Opera, and looks like winners finals, and that's gonna be the match of the match. And that, like you said a little bit before, we got the pool of sharks in the lower bracket.
Yeah, definitely not going to get easier from here on out. Everyone is either going to be an execution monster from here, or just an infinite knowledge well. So you're definitely going to see all the best players finally, meet up, and I can't wait.
Me neither. We're gonna do post-match interviews. Y'all are both in my chat, so we're gonna do post-match interviews. Y'all want to go up on the mic? We got one. One moment. All right, no worries. All right, Tony, let's meet up in the Discord then.
Gotcha.
Well, we got one in VC. All right, where are our competitors at?
Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Hi, how's it going?
Hello.
Hello, Fran, how's it going? And honestly,
I survived.
honestly, let me start off by saying that was quite a match. Like it was fast, but you have no idea how close you folks like actually were, especially in match 1. Like where it all comes down to like one big decision. Like you got to give your credits for that.
First game, I did my best, and second game, I figured I'm not gonna win if it's a second zip, so I'm just gunning for it.
Jupiter, do we have you on the mic?
I'm chilling.
We're all chilling here. Yo, I just want to get both of your thoughts on seed number 1, how the combat was solved along the way, and also
I can tell you that I felt like I got pretty lucky here. I was hoping for double zip seed, and that's pretty uncommon, so I felt pretty fortunate. I feel like zip seeds are where I'm at my best, and I was playing pretty well. So, had it been slightly longer seeds today, I think Fran might have definitely won. So, It was a good race. I was really happy that the two games were close. What was the problem with game 2, Fran? Was it you like went to dragons or something right away?
Oh yeah, I just went straight to dragons. I skipped Zon 1. I skipped everything.
No, that makes sense, honestly. If you want to just go like a true YOLO route. If there's no Zangetsuto, we've seen a lot of dragons on Zangetsuto in the past couple of weeks. By the way, Fran,
Somehow
did you
you and
skip
I were
library?
apparently right next to each other in game 1, even though you had double jump and I did not.
I was about to ask about that. Yeah, so you skipped library, huh?
Oh, I'm slow. Do you think I could get there quickly and win? No.
Yes, this is a positivity post-game interview. Fran's got great execution.
I am positive
Definitely could have done
that
it.
my strength lies in knowledge.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, I was thinking, when I saw those Jeeble glasses, I was very concerned because I thought to myself, Fran might have skipped the library and gotten the bailout. It sounds like that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
Jupiter, I got a question for you for game 1 as well. You also farm Larage there for a few reps. Did you like have a set number in mind, and then if I get something, I get it, and then I'm out of here, or did you just?
Yes, exactly. So if you go back and watch that part of the VOD, I'm looking at the in-game timer. I was gonna farm until about 16 minutes, just to maybe get a Void Ray or a Fold Tyab. It was interesting. It was a double Zip Seed, but no top-tier Dark Shards, which are normally what you rely on for Dominique. So we had to get a little bit more creative. I was worried game 2 that I wasn't going to be prepared enough with no books, but Poison Valkyrie Sword is enough. And I was surprised at how useful Tis was versus Bale.
Yeah, and you had double curse strings in both seeds, which I thought you would leverage. Okay, I'm going to take my melee in here, and then if I don't have enough MP, I'll be fine.
It goes to show you that's why Curse Ring I think is the best accessory. It's still kind of an open question whether or not luck works. It probably does, but a couple people, myself included, are going to be doing some testing on this in the future. That said, the hit to luck doesn't really matter for boss fights, and just the boosts are big enough to where otherwise unviable builds become viable. So if you get 2 Curse Rings in the shop, I think you can go into Dominique Bale with a lot more confidence.
Yeah, normally I would have more questions, guys, but with 2 Zip Seeds,
Yeah, there's not really much like.
Yeah, there's no routing decisions to talk about.
How was OSL? It was bothing the plate? No, we just kind of like beeline toward it.
Yeah,
Hey, I can answer that first one. OSL was terrible.
I'm sorry, Fran.
Yeah, but we were talking about it in commentary where if Zangetsuto was up there, you definitely would have won game 2 because you were on that path earlier. So it's one of those times where sometimes the coin flip just doesn't come up right for you, and there wasn't anything wrong done in terms of execution or anything like that.
Well, I've got, speaking of execution, I've got a comment to make, which is at the end of game 1, right when I was entering the den, the behemoths, I've been practicing this new tech I learned from Hapra. I don't know if it was picked up on, but you can slide, high jump, jump cancel, dive kick. And it's easier when going right to left because this game is ultra jank. But yeah, that's a more advanced speedrunning technique, and it was pretty good actually. So I'm happy the practice paid off. In Randomizer, it's kind of niche tech because you need high jump plus double jump, which you almost never see. But I saved a lot of time doing that tech, probably a good like 20 seconds or so.
Is that more of why you went to the library in game 1 right away, or were you thinking maybe invert as well, just to make sure that like cat RNG wasn't going to be a thing? Or,
yeah, one of the two. I would have been happy either way.
Yeah, because you had Vashia as well, which you could have done an infinite damage loop with that too. So I was trying to think of why, but then as I started to think about it, it made more sense.
Well, the main reason was,
books.
Jeeble Glasses was in the den, or was in the Glacial Tomb. So
you wanted the extra.
I didn't have that information until later. Had I known it was there, I would have just beelined it.
I'm going to take a controversial take here. I don't think at this point in the bracket anyone needs invert to win the game. The only time you need it is if you're going to go to Volcano Morte, or you need upwards movement for OSL.
Did you skip the backup locations, Fran?
Both times.
Aha. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. What
Wait,
about
once,
what about with
but-
what about with low HP? I think you're exactly right. But I'm thinking, you know, we've had seeds where there's genuinely no healing in the shop, or it's like regular potions only. Do you think in that
That's a
case
skill
invert might be
issue. I
useful?
know how to cook there.
Not all of us do.
Maybe
you,
you should learn to cook.
Jupiter, you went for the backup checks in both seeds. Is that why you were doing that? You're thinking, if I don't run into enough healing, I'm gonna need invert later.
Exactly. It's a nice safety for cat RNG.
What are we going to be expecting for the winners finals matchup? Are we going to be seeing a lot of the same plays if we do get that zip seed? Or how are we going to be building ourselves out to face Randomizer Master himself?
No lol. I mean, I'm going against the record holder, so I'm gonna have to get creative to find ways to save time. Like, I think Fran's play to go straight to dragons in game 2 is a genius move. Stuff like that is definitely going to be on my radar. And I'll just study the Haprovods. Excellent competitor. I learned a lot from him. I'm looking forward to it.
Speaking of those Haprovods too, I was wondering if you maybe think of maybe skipping some purple farms here and there, because it seems like he never skips a purple farm ever. And that might be a way to gain some time.
It's tough. I can just see myself skipping Larage and then getting totally burned. But I think that's
the frog. They suck.
Yeah, I think the frog is a good
honestly, not to reveal too much. Very tempted to skip Frog. I'm gonna be skipping 8-bit, no surprise. That's a guaranteed time save. But yeah, beyond that, I'll have to think about it.
And
That is the most
double
straightforward
bluff.
way to save time, potentially.
You could say you're going to skip all this stuff, and then Happer hears this, and then maybe you don't skip anything, and then he skips something.
That's the meta, right? That's the multi-set meta. Say one thing, do the opposite. No. Frogs are gone. 8-bit's gone. The rest I'll leave as a surprise.
Whoa, he's laying out the 40% of the game plan like weeks in advance. That's confidence.
God, if it's weeks, that's gonna kill me. Hopefully it's within like a week or two. In fact, just so people know, I can pull up the bracket here. We're actually getting pretty close to the end. I want to thank everyone for being really accommodating with the scheduling. I've had to host matches, and Bobby's had to host matches like super early in the morning sometimes, but it's all worked out because we are now down to the final 7. We got myself, Hapra, Fran, Maximus, Amadeus, Axel, and Dr. Marks are the remaining competitors.
Yeah, that's that thing. Like, and I don't know if y'all been reviewing the lower bracket matches. It's been a pool of sharks. It's been a pool of plays. Like things can get shaken up exponentially. So don't count the lower bracket matches out. Show up for these matches when they're streamed live. If you gotta catch the VOD, make sure you do catch the VOD and cheer on our people that got knocked into the lower bracket. It's not over for them yet, and there's still quite the saga to go through until we reach top 4. But yo, do we have anything else to say? Well, when's our next match coming up?
Oh, good question.
That's,
I can look this up
tomorrow?
real quick. The next match is tomorrow between Maximus and Amadeus at 7 p.m. Eastern.
That's right, and that's going to be hosted on Jupiterclimb's channel, twitch.tv/Jupiterclimb. Again, for the VOD and all the live stuff, all the details will be in that description. I'll get my stuff uploaded as well. It's going to be so great. But for now, thank y'all very much for playing, Fran. Thank you, Jupiterclimb, for playing. And also, Tony, thank you very much for dropping the knowledge on the mic with me.
Thank you so much for hosting us.
Absolutely. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this round. Like it was quick, it was swift, it was a speed run match of a speed run tournament of the randomizer fashion. Again, this has been Bobby. Thank y'all very much, everybody, for tuning on in. We will see you soon. Take care.